Are you taking properly exposed images? Do you have any problem and you overexposing or underexposing your image but you don't know how to fix it? Well, this video is for you. I'm Emilie Talpin, I'm an OM System Ambassador in the US. Welcome back to the channel. I had a few people sending me photos and telling me that they are not sure how to expose properly with their photos and what setting they should use. So this video is going to teach you exactly what to do to hopefully properly expose your photos. And spoiler alert, there is not a, this is the perfect exposure all the time. That's not how it works. First of all, we're going to switch on our camera and you can take a look at your LCD screen or in your viewfinder, and you should see your light meter. And your light meter is going to tell you if you are properly exposed or not. Now, little thing. If I press on OK, I'm going to the Super Control panel, and your metering, well, there are different metering modes. So the same scene can have a very different light reading, right? If I'm doing the ESP, my camera is analyzing the whole scene, whereas if I'm doing a spot metering, then wherever my focus is where my reading is gonna be. So if I have an extremely bright scene, but one spot in the middle that's dark, and I'm spot metering, it might tell me that I'm underexposing. But if I'm doing the ESP and I have that one dark spot and the rest is extremely bright, it might tell me I'm properly exposed, or it might tell me I'm overexposing, even if that black spot is not properly exposed. So how do you get this right? How do you not blow up your highlights? Or how do you get enough details in those dark? Well, first of all, you need to decide what do you want properly exposed if you have such a contrasty scene, right? Here my subject is that fake spider. It's black. That's what I want to expose properly. Even if I blow up my highlight at the back, I really don't care because that's not what is important. So think about it. I have a bird in flight. If my sky is properly exposed, but if I don't have any detail in those feathers, it's not going to work out, right? I want that bird to be properly exposed. And if my sky is overexposed, well, be it. It's not going to make a really big difference. What I care about is the details on my subject. So this is how I set up my camera, because there is something that we don't talk enough about OM system cameras is the highlight alerts. You have highlight alerts when you put your photos in Lightroom and you can see that you overexpose this part of the image or that part of the image. But actually with OM system cameras, you can see it live. As you are shooting your scene, as you're taking photos, you can see those blinkies. You can see that the orange is overexposed and you can see that the blue is underexposed. Now, some people are going to tell me, well, you can do that with your histogram. Yes, in your histogram, well, you can see that here the little orange bar is overexposed, something is overexposed in your image, and that little blue bar, something is underexposed in your image. But do you know where exactly you're overexposing or underexposing? No, that's why those highlight alerts are so good. Now, do me a favor, take your camera, I'm gonna help you set that up. You are gonna press on the info and look at the back of your screen, and once you see only an image, you're going to just stay there just by pressing on the info button. Now you're going to go and click on menu. And in menu, you are going to go in the kind of yellow menu. It's the cog menu. And you are going to go into the fourth menu for information. And you're going to go into the camera info settings. You're going to press on OK. And here you want to make sure that the image only, the information 1 and information 2 are selected. And you do that by pressing OK. Now, go back on information 1. Hopefully your image only it's in gray. That means that you cannot select it. And that's fine, because what we want to change is the information 1. on the back of your camera, the trackpad next surrounding the OK button, you're gonna go and press on the right arrow to enter that information one menu, and then you're gonna make sure that the highlight and shadow are selected. Only that. How do you do that? You click on OK. And once it's selected, you are just gonna go on menu to go back to your info settings. Then you're gonna go down with the arrow pad to the information 2, and then you are gonna press on the right pad again, that right arrow, to make sure that the histogram, and you can also have that level that is also selected. That's what I have on my camera. And then you're gonna press on menu. Now, if you go back to have pressed your shutter and take a look at the back of your camera, you should be able now to only see the image because that's where we are. So press on the info button once, and now you should see your highlight alert. You're not going to see any highlight alerts if you're not overexposing or underexposing. So do me a favor, that shutter speed, the back dial, turn it and tell me if you're seeing any blinkers. Once you see the dark blue blinker, you know you're underexposing. Go the other way and tell me if you're seeing an orange blinker. That means that you are overexposing. And now this is magical, right? Because you know exactly where you are overexposing and underexposing. Compared to if I press on the info button again, now I don't have the blink keys, I only have my histogram, but I don't know exactly where I'm overexposing or underexposing. So that's why my camera is always set up with ESP, because that works. I don't do the spot metering. Why? Because I have those blink keys. I can see exactly what's overexposed and underexposed, and that's all I care about. So that really changed the way I shoot. And yeah, I shoot using that shadow and highlight alert all the time to make sure I get a properly exposed image. So let me know in the comments what you are using. Do you use the spot metering? Do you just keep it on ESP? Do you use the blink keys? Did you know that you can actually use this? Were you familiar with that info button to run through those 3 different menus? I think that would be a great topic of discussion for this week. And I'm gonna go out because it's actually quite nice in New Hampshire. I'm gonna go and do a little bit of photography, see what I can find, and I will see you next week. Until then, happy shooting. Au revoir.